What's good, y'all? What's up, people? What's up? It's me, L Teddy 27, and this is Angry Teacher Chronicles. This is our review for Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, Season 8, Episode 14. I ain't gonna even say I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna try, but who knows? I'm running out of light. It's dark and getting dark, and I'm running out of light, so I need to hurry up. Anyway. Oh, y'all. All right, y'all. So we start off with a bunch of them together. Couldn't even pay attention to how many it was. So they were all out with their kids or whatever. Stevie is in town. You got the Frosts there, Kirk and Rashida. You got Mimi there. You got, who else was there? I don't even remember who all was. Anyway, they did like a quick recap of Trinidad, and then they talked about Rashida still being upset with Kirk and how Jasmine was putting stuff on social media about Rashida and stuff. It was just a mess. That Jasmine is a damn mess. But anyway, it was all about that. I really didn't care. I was trying to get. I really was, but I couldn't. Moving on. Then we got Kendra is getting her hair done. And Shekinah is there, and baby, girl, that hair that Shekinah had, I guess she was trying to do, storm realness was the category. Category is storm realness with this white wig or whatever she had on. Isn't she supposed to be like a hairstylist, makeup person or whatever? And girl, you just be rolling on this camera looking like anything. Girl, get your life in order. Get your life in order. But whatever. She looked a mess. In the immortal words of one Mr. Alexander Rogers, we gotta talk about the unit. Okay, what the fuck is that? Is it a welcome back? Is that a dead cat? Shouts out to Alexander Rogers. So, girl. Jock then talks to Shekinah, because Jock is there, and he asks, tell Kendra I need to talk to Shekinah by herself. And so he talks to Shekinah. He tells her he wants her to go by the shop, see what's up at the shop, and see, what's really going on and how really he can improve the shop or whatnot. Jock tells Shekinah he was going to propose to Kendra when they were in Trinidad. And so Shekinah's like, well, why didn't you? And Jock was like, oh, because she don't want to have no more kids. And she's like, girl, what? Go ahead and propose to her. That's what Shekinah tells him or whatever. And let me say this also. Mona Scott Young, listen, I hope that Mona, see, I'm wearing kind of this red and white kind of theme, today. Hopefully that, triggers something in you and you by some sheer chance watch this video, Mona. Maybe because these are your sorority colors. Mona is a Delta. Delta's red and white, crimson cream or whatever. Anyway, Mona. Girl, stop trying to force feed Shekinah down our throat. I mean, Shekinah has more camera time on this show than anybody that's on the opening credits. Tell me I'm lying. Moving on. Sierra. See, she's going and transforming herself from being Sierra to C-error. As in an error, E-R-R-O-R. Because, they're at Sierra house. Carly and Mimi are there. Carly is apparently studying or whatever to be this sex coach or whatever. And let me tell you something. I was disgusted. The entire conversation here at Sierra's house was invoking gag reflexes in me. Nothing ever so vile and ever so disgusting has ever been mentioned on this show. And this is the same show that had the likes of Jocelyn Hernandez on there, okay? This is the same show that a week or two ago had fucking bed sheets with, weeks old fecal matter on there. Yet, this entire conversation in Ciara's house was way more disgusting than anything I've ever witnessed or seen on this program. But I can't spend a long time on that because it was disgusting. Carly talked about taking the lie detector test. I'm so over that storyline with Carly and Pooh. So over that storyline. Made me talk about her girlfriend coming back. Girl, I don't care about you and your girlfriend. The lesbians. The lesbians. They just don't really, move the needle for me. So, Ciara then talks about dating Scrap DeLeon, a.k.a. Devil Dick. And she just comes off as so easy. I mean, she's such a tramp and such a trollop. And we'll get that. And I wrote these notes before a scene would come later, and we'll get there in a second. But when I was watching this scene, I was like, she's such a tramp, a trollop. She's such a freaking whore. Just a whole ass whore. She's so easy. I mean, you could smile at that whore, and she's dropping her drawers. Get your life in order. Oh, Lord. Carly then talks about wanting to go to counseling with Arkansas Joe Flo Mo Bobo Do Yo Go. Then we got Jock goes to the salon. The Sharonda chick, who's his partner with the salon venture, is there. And this whore is a whole ass disrespectful ass trick. And I mean, even if Jock and her were on bad terms, business hours are open. You're open for business. You have clientele sitting there in your salon. And if you and Jock are going to have this conversation and y'all really at odds like that, you do not display that openly with clientele there. That's why that other chick just walked the fuck out like, bitch, I ain't got time for that. I don't come here for that. And I don't blame her. That shit was so unprofessional. So unprofessional. Then, moving on. Carly. There was this scene where Carly was talking to herself, writing in some book. The shit was so dumb and so lame and so corny. And Carly, I just hope that after this season, we could just do away with Carly. I mean, she's incorrigible at this point. She's incorrigible. Look that word up for those of you, gutter snipes, tatterdemalions, and troglodytes. I'm not saying incorrigible. I said incorrigible, okay? Look the word up. If you want to know, it starts with an I. It has 2 R's in it, okay? Go look it up. BK then goes to get his dog from Ciara. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Because BK, I loved how he went in on that whore. Called her a whole ass. He says, you are a scumbag. And she is. She is a scum. He took the word. He said it so much better than me. I mean, it rings hollow coming from somebody like him. But he wasn't lying. She's a whole ass scumbag. A whole ass trollop, skank, whore bitch. And I was just so over her. The way he read her on that porch gave me complete and absolute life. Okay? Complete life. I was reborn. Bitch, I got on diapers right now because I'm a newborn baby. Where's my Similac? Because I've been reborn with a new life. Anyway, then you have the guys' trip. You got Stevie, Jock, Kirk, and Scrap DeLeon, a.k.a. Devil Dick. So the guys, they're out there ziplining and everything. Then they talk about, they start picking on Devil Dick and tell him how he done slept with half of Atlanta. basically saying that bitch done been in everything. Now, let's break down this conversation. Let's travel down this little rabbit hole here. Scrap DeLeon, aka Devil Dick, does like to stick his dick in anything. I mean, he uses the hell out of that devil dick. The bitch is always horny. All the motherfucker is always trying to stick his dick in something. I'm going to need a drink to finish the rest of this statement. So good. So good. Anyway, the chances of you living in the greater Atlanta area, loving to have sex as much as the devil dick does, being as horny all of the time as the devil dick is, and looking as good as he does at times, and living in the greater Atlanta area, I would venture to tell you and guess that the devil dick has dipped the devil dick in human beings who don't have vaginas. You do the math. I'll let your mind wander. Inquiring minds want to know if you have a story about the devil dick dipping his dick into somebody else with a dick, be it a trans woman, be it another dude. This is Atlanta. Do tell. Put it in the comments. But if you expect me to believe that that bitch is as horny as he is, look like he do, got the dick that he got, and has lived in Atlanta and has never stuck the devil dick in someone who has XY chromosomes, you're reaching. You're reaching. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving on. Shekinah then goes to Jock's salon. The Sharonda chick is with her antics. I mean, listen, this show has enough fuckery and fucktitude to go around, okay? And I don't know that there's enough room in this show to have another bitch on this motherfucker that's with the shits and the fuckery. I cannot handle it. I have reached my quota for whores that I just can't deal with, okay? Please don't try to introduce another disrespectful ass whore into this show, because I just can't. I just can't. I can't. Please get her off my screen. Please, I just can't stomach it. I mean, I cannot stomach another fuck bitch. And that comes out harsh. But I cannot stomach another fuck bitch. Back at the guy trip, Shekinah calls Jock. And Shekinah is trying to tell Jock of all of the fuckery at the salon with Sharonda. I think Jock called Sharonda, or did Sharonda call him? I don't remember. But Sharonda goes off. It just goes off. And, I kind of agree with the guys. You ain't going off like that for no reason with your business partner if you don't have a reason to. Then we had our hashtag FTFB, our fall the fuck back moment, brought to us and sponsored by none other than one Mr. Stevie J. Stevie had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to utter out of his mouth words that equated to or was in the form of, "Hey Jock, you can't be having sex with and fucking women that you work with." Wait, bitch. Wait, hold on. Wait, you, Stevie J. Stevie. You are giving advice to somebody, telling them that they should not be having sex with women they work with? Paying child support didn't want none of that either. Because I am never, ever, ever going to listen to anything that this motherfucker got to say about anything referencing having sex with someone they work with. Guy, girl, or in between. Because Stevie, you have never not had sex with anybody that you've ever been working with. And I would venture to say that includes guy, girl, and in between. Just like your ass ain't never been a motherfucker that paid child support. That's why I say child support ain't want some of that shit either. Girl, if you don't sit your ass the fuck down somewhere, Stevie, fall the fuck back. Fall all the way the fuck back. Take it back, hoe. Run it back, bitch. Take it back. Back, 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 back. Your neck and your back. I'm just saying. Stevie, fall your ass the fuck back. Fall all the way the fuck back. I can't. Let me move on. Really? Stevie. Girl doll, doll girl. Honey boom, boom honey. I'm done. And ladies and gentlemen, that was our hashtag FTFB moment. Our fall the fuck back moment of said episode. Moving on, back at the salon. Sharonda and Shekinah have a conversation, and Shekinah believes she's got to the bottom of the problem with stylists not staying and leaving. So apparently stylists have been leaving, and Sharonda believes that it's because Jock is either flirting too hard with him or sleeping with him, and she alludes to Jock sleeping with him. I don't know if it's getting really dark, y'all, but I know I'm losing light by the second, and it's getting really dark, and my dark ass cannot afford to have any more darkness. So I'm going to try to hurry up and finish this so that y'all can see me. Anyway, so Sharonda alludes to the fact that Jock may be sleeping with some of the stylists, or most of them, which makes the stylists feel empowered that since they got the ends with Jock, that they can come to work and go in on Sharonda and just say anything to her and do anything to her. So she feels like that's the major problem. But my thing about it is, Sharonda, if you going off on Jock the way you've been going off on him in this whole episode, in front of clientele and things like that, you've done that also in front of those stylists. And when you as the leader do that to another leader, you open the door for open disrespect from other people. Because I'm going to feel like it's okay for you to disrespect, for me to disrespect you as your subordinate if you are disrespecting Jock, who's paying for this whole salon. You open that door. I'm just saying that, and me from looking from the outside, that's how it looks to me. But whatever, moving on. They went back to the guy trip. It was nothing to talk about there. Moving on, nothing to see here. Rashida meets up with Jasmine. All I have to say about that, it was a good conversation. It was a needed conversation. But I was more fixated on what the fuck was going on with Rashida's hair. I mean, that bitch had almost a full beard with her sideburns and her little frizzy hair. Rashida girl, Rashida, you always usually be well put together because you know you on camera. But girl, that hair was a mess. And your sideburns were thicker than mine, thicker than Elvis's. I'm just saying. Anyway, back at the guy trip. Lil Scrappy finally shows up. And I really wasn't paying attention too much of what they were talking about immediately, because they went ziplining again. And when you go ziplining, you have to put on this harness, and the harness, you know, pulls on your crotch area. And so I kept rewinding, trying to, you know, slow it down to see how the harness was hugging up on Scrap DeLeon, aka the Devil Dick's crotch. to, you know, get more glimpses of all that bulge and junk and print that goes on with Scrap the Devil Dick all the time. I just found myself doing that. Don't judge me, bitch. Judge your mammy. Don't judge me. Now some of y'all finna go back and rewind it. Anyway, then there was this video that went on social media of Sierra going off on BK or whatever. I really didn't care. Sierra, you make my butt itch at this point, and I really couldn't care. Then the last thing on the episode was Carly and Arkansas Joe Blow, Though Mo, Bobo, Go, Though Yo. They're at counseling with Dr. Jeff. And this is what I'm going to say about that. I would, listen. Carly has a history of exaggerations, of lies, of putting on for the camera, of fuckery and fucktitude. Okay? There's no amount of counseling, no amount of tears, no amount of crying that she can do at this point that will make me sympathize with her or feel sympathy for her. I'm sorry. Nope. Just like when the boy who cried wolf, the people did not come to save his ass. I'm not coming to feel sympathy for you, Carly. I could not. Baby, you can cry blood. Cry. I do not care, Carly. I'm not. Listen. Because just looking at the way Arkansas Mo was looking and the fact that he left ceremoniously, I'm not saying he was completely right. And Carly couldn't have been right. I'm not saying he was completely wrong either. What I'm saying is Carly is not credible, and believe it or not, neither is Dr. Jeff. Because Dr. Jeff is over here getting much coin from Mona and Viacom and VH1. So Dr. Jeff is going to go along with whatever storyline they tell him to go along with. So, and he will play for the cameras and play up the storyline just like they ask him to. So he's not believable or credible to me as well. All of their asses, I don't believe them. I don't believe them. Because to me, the one thing I've seen is whenever you see this guy, Arkansas Flomo Bobo Do Yo Go, on camera, he never seems to play along with the plot line and the storyline. So that bitch just be like, I'm not here for the fuck shit. And so that's why he be like, listen, this done went on long enough. I'm done. And with that, I was done with this episode. We're all done. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 8, Episode 14. That's all I got. We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And I'm out. Y'all, thank y'all for coming. Appreciate y'all. Y'all drive safely.